welcome back to this channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to create a professional looking table of contents in Microsoft Word. Whether you are writing a research paper, a thesis, or a long report, a well-structured table of contents makes navigation easier. Alright, let's get started. First off, you need to open your document in Microsoft Word. And I have a sample document here for you to go through. And I have a sample here to show you how to create a professional looking table of contents. So I have my chapter 1 introduction, background, and I want to make sure that I put them in this page, table of contents. So how do I do that? The first thing is that we are going to apply styles, and you can find styles when you navigate to the home button. When you go to the home button, you can come to styles, and the styles are found here. Alright, so you see normal, you see no spacing, heading 1. You can drop this menu down and you will see other styles as well. Very handy. So I can see heading 1, heading 2, heading 3, and so on and so forth. So we are going to apply these styles as the first step. Alright, so I'll go back to my document again, and these are the headings I want to apply to create my table of content. So first of all, when you have chapter 1, the main headings, you are supposed to apply heading 1. Then the subheadings, you apply heading 2 for your styles, and so on and so forth. So I'll select my first heading, which is my main heading, chapter 1. Then I will navigate to my styles, choose heading 1 and apply it. And so I have my heading 1 over here. Let me zoom in for you to get to know. So I'll apply my heading 1. Now if you come back to your document, you'll see that there is this arrow sign that pops up here. But for you to know if your headings and styles are applying, the next step is to select the navigation pane. So how do you select the navigation pane? So you go to view on the main menu. So you can find view on the main menu over here. When you click on view, you see navigation pane. You select or you check the box over there. Alright, once you check the box over there, then you will see that the first heading has appeared over here like this. So our heading 1, which is the main heading, has appeared as chapter 1, as you can see at this navigation pane. That is very important. That is because any document or any information that appears at the navigation pane is exactly how your table of content is going to look like. Alright, let's continue. So I have my introduction, and usually the introduction and the chapter 1 are going to have the same category. So I'll come back to my home menu again, and then I'll select introduction. I'll give introduction heading 1. Remember, we are applying our styles, so I'll give it heading 1, and you can see from the navigation pane that introduction has appeared there. Now when I come to background, which is a subheading, the subheading, I will apply a style of heading 2, and the trick here is that you have to select the heading before you apply the style. So I will give heading 2, and as soon as I give heading 2, you can see from the navigation pane that the background, which is 1.0, is now under introduction, just as I want it to be. Now you can decide to center the chapter 1 and then the introduction for it to look quite neat. Alright, now let's move on. So I may have other subheadings in the document. For instance, I have problem statement, which is 1.1, and as you guessed, I'll give it heading 2. So problem statement is also a subheading. I'll give it heading 2. When I go on, depending on the level of the heading, I decide which style I'm supposed to give to that particular heading. So objectives, I'll give it heading 2. But I can see that under objective, I have main objective. So main objective is under objectives. Okay, so instead of giving it heading 2, I'd rather give it heading 3. And let's observe what happens to the navigation pane when we give or we apply heading 3. So let me quickly select main objective and apply heading 3 like that. Now you could see that as soon as I apply the style, sometimes the numberings I've given to them disappears, and you may have to even edit the font style and then the font type to suit what you want. Okay, so I may apply this, change the color, You can do and manipulate it as you want it. And once you're done, you can even go ahead and apply the numberings to them. If this is 1.3, you can apply to them, and as you are doing so, you realize that it reflects exactly on the navigation pane as you see. My specific objectives is also a subheading, just like main objective. So again, like I did, you select the specific objective, you apply heading 3. Now there is another way you can do this. You can decide to select or highlight this. As soon as you select this, you can choose this button. This button is paint brush, as you can see, but it is called a format painter. Now when you click on the format painter, what you are telling Word is that anything you click on, as you see the sign, anything you click on is supposed to format or be formatted like the previous style or heading you chose. So when I click on this would apply the heading 3. So either you go back to select the style, or you can use the format painter to select the heading. Each of them or any of these will work very well for you. Now the last thing I want to show you before I then create the table of content is that once you are done, you can apply this to any of the chapters that you have. For instance, over here chapter 2, I can apply heading 1 as it were, and as you suspect, I can apply heading 1 and it would appear at the navigation pane neatly like that. Another thing is that you can do your manipulations at the navigation pane at this side. Remember I said that exactly how the headings are arranged is how they are going to appear in your table of contents. So for instance, if problem statement is supposed to be under background, I can decide to right click on problem statement and I can demote problem statement. So you can promote or demote any of these headings depending on how you are arranging your main headings and subheadings. As well, you can also promote the heading. For instance, if I want problem statement to be a main heading, I can decide to promote it and it would appear just like you see over there, like this, just like a main heading. I can again decide to demote it. All right, so this is how you're going to be creating your table of contents, how you're going to create your styles. Let me undo what I just did. So this is how you're going to be creating your styles, and then they will be arranged exactly how you want the level of the headings to appear. So once we've done this, how do we get the table of contents created? So I've already created a page to insert my table of contents. Usually the table of contents should come before the content. So as you can see, I have my table of contents heading put there, but I don't have my table of content as it were there. So how do I insert it to arrange exactly as I have arranged the headings? All right, so once you are done, the last stage is to come to reference on the main menu. So when you click on reference, you will see table of contents. And so when you click from reference, you click on table of contents. But make sure that you've placed the cursor where you want the table of contents to appear before you proceed to this step. So as you can see, some options may appear. In fact, automatic table 1, automatic table 2, you can choose automatic table 1. I always use automatic table 1. And here you can see that you have some heading 1, heading 2, heading 3, meaning that this option is going to arrange the styles you applied to the headings. So as soon as I click this, the table of contents will neatly be arranged for me exactly at where I place the cursor. So you can see chapter 1, introduction, background, everything has been arranged exactly as I chose in the navigation pane. Over here you can decide to select the table of contents. When you select the table of contents, you can change the font style, the font type, the color. You can make it bold, and anything that you want to do to manipulate it, you can do that to the table of contents. I could even go back and then space it out. Maybe I can apply a space of 2.0. I can space it out. I can reduce the spacing, anything at all. You can see that your table of contents have been neatly arranged. Now the last thing is that if you make any changes to your document, for instance, you add a chapter, you remove a chapter, or you remove a topic, or you remove a heading, you can always come back, right click on this page and update your table of contents, and you choose update page numbers only, or you choose entire table or update entire table, which I always would recommend. So when you choose this, it would reformat it to suit the new additions or the new update you have done to the web. Alright, so that's it. This is how you create a very neat professional table of contents. It could be about 100 pages, it could be 1,000 pages, so long as you've been able to format the styles of the various headings you are using, then just a click away and everything will be arranged based on the pages. The page numbers will be there, and even if you have not numbered your page, as you can see, I've not numbered my page, still Word document understands where exactly the headings are, and to put the page numbers there for you.